Alright, so let's get into the first edition of Bump Eats. It's going to be a part of Bump Fit that I'm going to try and do weekly on Total Tuesdays because we need more spice in our life, right? The first thing I want to show you guys is how to take a traditional American barbecue and turn it into a healthy option. Now, what I like to do is follow along the guidelines of a keto diet. However, I have no clue if I'm in ketosis or if I ever have been throughout these 80 pounds. So I just do what works for me and what feels good to me. That's the most important part, is how good you feel. With this traditional American barbecue, I'm going to turn that into a healthy carb stir fry. The carbs that I have are a half cup of zucchini chopped up, a cup of winter blend, which is cauliflower and broccoli, and Man's Superfood Power Blend. Now, this stuff is great. It's got kale, it's got arugula, carrot. It's packed with a bunch of low glycemic load vegetables that are going to give you energy and also fuel you. The first thing you want to do is heat up your pan to about a medium level before you ever put anything in it. What I'm going to add, I already have my zucchini, my vegetables, all that. I already have that all together. What you didn't see me do is wash my hands. That's the most important part of cooking. Make sure you're doing it clean. It's important to not get any contaminants in what you're eating, because then you're going to get sick and you're going to have those negative effects, which we don't want those. So I'm going to take about a half a tablespoon of the coconut oil I use. Now that's going to give you a lot of healthy fat. And I'm going to put that in with the bowl of veggies. I'm not going to put that into the pan yet. I'm going to take my burgers on a clean cutting board. And also make sure that if you're using the same cutting board, cut your veggies there first. You don't want to cut meat, then veggies. So I'm going to take 2 patties, which is going to be 8 ounces of beef, 80-20. I'm going to cut that up real nice. With this pan, now that it's heated up, take a little avocado oil. Get that billowing. Then we're going to just drop the veggies. Listen to that sizzle. That's the sound you want to hear when you drop this good stuff in. Your oil's going to melt. Stir that up a little bit. Put the lid on it. Let the heat trap. We're going to get those veggies real nice and steamed so it's easier for your body to digest them. While that's steaming up, what I'm going to do in the bowl is crack an egg. Egg is just for added protein. It also helps the consistency of the stir fry. Makes it a more filling meal. I like to use a fork to whisk my egg. That way I'm making sure I'm breaking up the yolk real nice. Open up that lid and drop that egg in there. And stir it around. Stir fry. Put the lid back on. You want to cook that egg. Make sure that egg is nice and cooked. I just dealt with raw eggs, so I'm going to wash my hands again. So while that's cooking up, I'm going to just let you know that today's kitchenware is Live Thrive Die. You can head over to livethrivedieco.com, pick up any merch you'd like. It's a company that I support and supports me. Their goal is just to put out quality clothing. It's very sleek, simple design. I like wearing it. I like what it stands for. I like feeling like I'm living to my fullest, and that's what Live Thrive Die is all about. Live life to your fullest. So we're going to check on the veggies and the egg. You'll know when the egg is done because it gets a little brown. You'll see the brown in there. So before you drop your meat or anything in there, this is what you want to look at before you drop your meat in. Till the egg's cooked. Now we're leaving the heat on the same level. I'm gonna drop this burger in. Now that was already cooked before. I just didn't want to put it on a bun. I don't eat bread. I don't take in any gluten. All the carbs I get are from healthy vegetables, green vegetables like green peppers, zucchini, wax peppers, kale, spinach, things like that. I still give my body carbs in a significant amount too. I'm around 30 to 40 carbs per day net, okay? I give myself a lot of fiber. I listen to my body, alright? If I'm not in ketosis, that doesn't matter to me because I feel fine, I perform well. Struggling and pushing yourself through a diet isn't always the best thing you can do for yourself. Listen to yourself and follow your own instructions. So I'm gonna stir this up real nice. And when I keep the steam trapped in here, I'm getting a real good moist texture to the beef, to the veggies. Everything's cooking well. It's going to be easier for your body to digest. You'll thank yourself later for that. Now in here with the 2 burgers, the Man's Power Blend, Winter Blend, we're probably looking at about 50 grams of protein and 9 net carbs. We got a whole bunch of fiber in here. When people are doing a keto diet, they might stay away from vegetables, and that's the last thing you want to do. Take in vegetables and leave fruit behind if you're going to leave something behind on keto. Me, I prefer to not leave anything behind. Now, what matters to me with these meals is the function of them, the nutritional value. I get a lot of good taste out of the coconut oil. The avocado oil provides a very nice taste. The food I eat seems rich to me. My palate may have changed over time. Yours will too. So all I could say is try different things, experiment with your diet, experiment with your body, and figure out what works for you. You don't want to follow strict guidelines. The only strict guidelines you want to follow while you're dieting and making food is how things should be cooked, what temperature to cook them at, so on and so forth. That's all you really need. Otherwise, just listen to your body and do what it asks. Traditional keto diet asks for like 137 grams of protein per day. I probably eat around 200, 220. I've upped my caloric intake since I've upped my workouts. I probably eat around 2,500 calories a day. And throughout my workout, I burn anywhere from 800 to 1,200. So once you get a nice brown texture to these veggies, that's how you know it's almost time to go. So let me put the lid back on there, let it simmer. We have some drippage from the top of the lid. It's beautiful. The steam is building up, the heat's there. And I think we're ready to go. I'm getting a real good smell from the power blend that's in here. I love the way it smells when I'm stir frying. Half the time I don't even have to add spices, but spices I like to use are garlic and turmeric. Another thing, when you do this correctly, it's just gonna fall right out of the bowl. Then enjoy.